This is Chuck General from the Welcome back to my channel. And what you're looking at here is the Stripmeister wire stripper, and it runs off a battery-powered drill, which you can see here. It's right over here. I just had to clamp the device here in the shop. And why I'm doing that is I've got a lot of this cable here, and what I did was I started to strip it. You know, you can put it in here and run it through, and I can't tell you where I started this even, but anyhow, what I did, I started stripping it, and this is a, let me think, this is a 2-conductor, insulated, shielded cable. Yeah, you can see here, there's 2 conductors, and then there's the shield. Now the 2 conductors aren't that spiffy, but this shield is probably 3/16, and there's 32 feet of it laying here on the floor right now. And let me show you how I got it here and why I'm doing it. Okay, so I'm going to try to show you this without getting out of the way. And what I did, I started stripping the end of it through the Stripmeister, and then it jammed, so I pulled it out. This is a rubber jacket. So this rubber jacket is really hard to strip, but it isn't hard to strip it this way. And if you saw how easy that pulled, that's why there's all that feet of copper shield down there on the floor. And I believe it's worthwhile to strip this and get this copper shield off of here. And we're going to do that. We'll have to take this splice apart. And it's interesting, it's changed from this bigger cable to a smaller cable, and I don't know why that is, but we don't care. Okay, so I got this apart. It's interesting, these little bitty screws here. These 2 are left-handed thread, that's right-handed thread. And I don't know why they do that. We're going to get after these little pins. Right here, there's 3 little pins. They're brass, this is zinc. So we'll get this apart, and I don't mess around with it too much, so what we do is this. There we go. So that's scrap, that's the other wire. There this one is now. And I will take this and get the brass off of it. Not sure that that's brass, but we'll check. So we got that and that for zinc. And this is the other half. And this is the side we're really interested in. And I did get the screws out. Let's see if I can get the... Well, it doesn't want to come apart, so we'll do it the old-fashioned way. So this one now is ready to strip. We're going to peel all this copper off of here, and I'll hit it with a file just so you can see that it really is copper. Okay, I'm not sure how well you can see this, but I just hit it with a file here. That's definitely copper. So the way this is going to work, we'll just unravel it here at the top, and it'll be like those little coils and little transformers. You just start unwinding. And there it comes. It's like angel hair, but we don't care. This is going to be number 2 copper. We'll weigh it afterwards and see how much that weighs. I think it's going to be well worth it. Okay, so this is a little more difficult than I thought it was going to be, but as you can see here, I've got this much of it stripped off pretty easy. This is just a protection for the insulated conductors here, and that'll come right off. But this is a woven braid, and being that it's a woven braid, it wants to stay woven when you're trying to get it off. So you don't want to cut it yet, but you can see I've pushed it back like a foot. Now it's clear back here. Where my hand went, there it is. And you can do this but eventually it binds up. So what I'm thinking, the way to do this is kind of run this back as far as you can get it, and then cut it right there and start all over. Because unwinding it like this, where this is, if you try to unwind like this, it takes forever. Because I was using this little screwdriver here to go underneath it and try to undo the weave, and that wasn't working. But this seems to be working really well. Just slide it back. Let me back you out there just a so anyhow, we'll just keep going here for a little bit and see how much of this we can get off. That way we'll have an idea. See, it just slides. It's kind of like the Chinese finger thing you used to get when you were a kid when you went to the carnival. You know how it would grab your finger, and this grabs the cable the same way. So you just hang on to this insulated portion here. Right there. And you just start pulling it back. Just keep going and pulling. So we've got 3-4 feet off of it now. And I'm just holding it around my stripper up here. You can't see. Alright guys, so now you can see up here what I'm talking about. I just have this loop up here. And all I'm doing is taking the part that isn't off, holding it way down here, and just pulling it this way. And you can see I've got this, oh, there has to be another 3 feet already undone. And you just keep sliding it. Like I said, that isn't the way I wanted to do this. I wanted to just slide this weave all the way off like I'm doing here, but it wasn't made to do that. But it goes pretty quick. And now I've probably got 5 feet laying down there. And I'm going to go to where I'm at right here. This is undone and this is pretty much slid off. And once I get to where I can't slide this anymore, then we'll start all over. We'll cut it and slide over. But that's going to be a lot of copper, even if it's number one. Okay, so we got the majority of this off right now. I'm down to the last couple of feet. And the problem is twofold. One, as this comes off, because it's woven, you can see this is many feet here and many feet there. And I'll show you here. This is the shield liner. It pulls the shield liner in through itself. Here, and as it does that, it gets really tight, and then you can't get the shield off without a lot of effort. So I've cut it in multiple times, and this is the shield here, clear down to here. And you can see the liner. Let's see if I can get it out of there. The liner's right here, and it's got it bound up right there. And you try and twist and I've tried everything on this, so I just started cutting it because it doesn't care if it's in 1 foot pieces or one solid piece. And you know, you just keep working it as you can, like this. Now this might come a little bit, and then again maybe not. So anyhow, that's the story of the liner. Now I'll get some of this the 2 conductor out of there and show you what we got with that and weigh this. Be back. Okay, so what we got, this is some more of the shield insulation. This still has a little piece of it there. Are these 2, and this is from the other pieces here. This is the shield material, the plastic, and that protects the conductors, these conductors here inside the cable. You can't see. These are inside the cable. So they're protected like this, as you can see, and the shield is around this part. So that's what makes it a little bit tougher, but easy to do. This takes a little bit of time. So that little pile there is 2.5 ounces, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it really is, because that was only 24 or 30 feet, something like that. Got that much. And still, what we've got, we still have these two conductors. So the shield here will be number 2 copper, and this will be insulated. And we'll get that out of here pretty easy. I think I just pull this shield cover off. Hopefully. Okay, we'll see what happens. Well, I don't know if you saw how black my hands were after getting all of that copper off, but that was almost impossible to get off. I got it though, so my hands are clean and they're going to stay clean because I'm putting on gloves. They're in gloves, so I won't put on gloves. But anyhow, we're going to get the conductors out of the other cable. Alright, so we got the first cut off. You can see it here. That's the string and the coating on it. That was a shortcut from I cut it to get the wrap off of the braid. And I got that, so this comes off rather easy because it's just a twisted pair. It's not a deal with like the shield was. It's just an extra thing, and then you got the filler string and all that. But this comes off really easy. You can just pull it like so. And again, if it gets too nasty or something, we'll just cut it. It doesn't matter because it'll be short string. But it comes off really pretty easy. So we got like 3 feet of it off right there. So you can only watch this for so long too, you know. So I'll be taking you away here in a minute. So that's how it's done to get the wire out. And say it's only 2 conductor cable, and it's audio cable. That's why it has all this on it. So, and there's the plastic jacket. And we're still going here with this other. So as long as I can go without it really hanging up too bad, I'm going to keep going. The final result, I've got about 1/2 pound of, if you count the shield, we had 3.2 or 3.5 ounces. This is 4.2, so we're pushing 1/2 pound of copper. Now obviously this is number 2 copper, and this is insulated copper. So it'll be different values on what you're going to get for it. But still, you know, for, I don't know, I've probably got an hour in to screw around with this. And I've still got the zinc here and some brass and a little bit of steel. So that was well worth it, I think. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, and back again. Give it a great comment. You all stay safe out there, stay blessed, keep coming back and watching. Thank you so much for watching.